just a second, guys. I really started liking this thing since I took that top safety guard thing off. It's been awesome. Monty, stop. I never remember how it goes in this damn box. I just gotta pick a few things up real quick. I haven't been out here. Everything's just laying all over the place. And I figured if I didn't just start the live, you guys, I'd end up being super late, but I'll do this. What's up, guys? I am not feeling too good. I've been sick for a while. Dan and Turbo and Billy. Cool. What's everybody been up to? I stuck hanging Christmas lights the past few days. I've got this wicked, like, flu or cold or, I don't know, my throat hurts so bad, I can't stop coughing. My throat's just raw. My head's so stopped up, and it's like, I'll wear a sock cap for a little bit because I want to keep my head warm. But then my head gets pounded. And I didn't want to miss a live feed. Actually, I missed one not too long ago, so. I'll be alright, Dan. I really haven't, to be honest, I felt kind of weird ever since that freaking spider bite. Like, I don't know. I still feel like just, I don't know. I know I just got a flu right now, but I hate it. No good. Oh, but yeah, I'm kind of gonna leave this one up to you guys. I could talk to you about the next video that's coming up. You can ask me just questions. I can answer stuff. Or I have my gear if anybody has any questions on that or want to see anything. I don't have rigging gear, I have climbing gear, but yeah. So I'm kind of just wide open on this one. I don't really have a game plan, and I really don't know how long we're gonna go, but we're just gonna kind of try to keep up the schedule and keep up the routine. Rob Bob, what's going on, buddy? Ground Pounder, how are you? Sweet. Yeah, we got some high quality people here, so we don't need a bunch as long as the quality's good. Any fires yet this year? Oh, hang on, I missed a couple comments. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, yeah, I'm on so much medicine right now. I've been taking vitamins. It's been helping. Do you take anything? No, I don't. I probably should. How's the heater doing? I haven't put it in yet. It's outside. I put some. I'll show you. I put some more piping and stuff on it. So I was just kind of prepping because I have like. I wish I had my like other light so I could walk you guys. I have this. It's like there's a piece of pipe that I have that I'll run it like out of the window and up. Like I'm just gonna run it out the window and then up, and so I don't have to cut a hole. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing. I may end up cutting a hole because that may be easier, and I don't have to like shape up the whole area. I don't know. I have no plan right now. So let me see if I can get this motion light to kick on. No, okay, there you go. So there it is. Um, my piping is not the best, so I think I'm gonna replace a bunch of it. But yeah, I ran a couple more fires through it. I need to somehow kind of secure that there a little more. I don't know if they make anything to seal cracks and stuff on these, but if they do, I need to get some. But yeah, it just needs to be painted and stuff now, and I need to put some better piping on. But I ran quite a few fires through it, and put up a bunch of Christmas lights. My whole front yard's full. I think we had the whole fence done too, but yeah, we did the whole freaking front yard. My wife is a major like Christmas fanatic. She loves Christmas lights. So that's what she wanted to do. So we bought a bunch of new lights and stuff like that. I hung a bunch of lights and got it all set up. And that's always interesting and a pain. So I had to go buy like a couple new surge protectors for the Christmas lights because I didn't want to blow any fuses or burn anything down because like I've got 50 strands running through each other all connected, and then you have to like line them up correctly so you can connect the strands. So like I have all the lights set on 3 switches. There's 3 different switches to put everything on. But I got 2 new surge bars, and then my other one's just on like an inside light switch. Because I don't know if you guys have ever like for you guys that have lifts and stuff, those like bill jacks and other ones like that take electricity. A lot of times you need a good plug-in, and you can't ever find one. But here, if you get these, that's what I used to do. I used to keep some of these in my climb bag, and it's a light switch. So you put that in like a outside light, if you can find a light outside, and put it into it. And then this one actually, some of them are just where you can just make it into a plug-in, but other ones have like a little like pull string on them, and you can actually put the light bulb in the top. So you turn your light spot into one of these, and it just screws into the light. But yeah, I used to use these all the time, but that's what my inside switch for my garage. I just took and put one of these in there, and then ran it out so I could have a flip, like a switch for the lights in the back. So yeah, these things are very helpful. If you have never seen them, they're pretty cool. I got a question. Do you have any idea where I can buy a bulldog bone? Ooh, no. That would, that's a good idea. I'm trying to remember who it was. that actually sells them. Um, I just don't conversate with everybody like I used to. Like I used to have the hookup on them. I should have got one, but then I don't do Facebook at all anymore. So I'll think, Rob Bob. Let me try to figure it out. I'm sure somebody here may know. I have a bonfire going the last 3 days about the size of. Hang on. Hey Mike, is that an alpine butterfly on your base? What do you mean? On my like when I base anchor? When I base tie? You have a sign, a waiver, those bulldog bones look sweet. Right, who the hell is that? What's the website? Yeah, okay. Somebody, I knew somebody would know. Got one with got one with the pull string, Billy. Yeah, they're so useful. But I'd really only got it because I would always run into places wouldn't have nobody would have like a plug-in, but they'd always have that dusted like that like porch light. So I could never have a plug-in, and the lift was always dead. So um, yeah, but I had to figure it out. That was a long time ago, but sometimes them things come in handy. I wouldn't have had one if it wasn't for that. So it was pretty nice when I realized, oh yeah, I got that weird little light thing. I can do that. I just got a crap ton of hitch cords. I'm liking my hitchhiker. I've climbed rope runner forever. This akimbo too. Huh. How's it going? Just finished fourth week as climber trainee at Bartlett. Awesome, Matthew. That is awesome, dude. Hell yeah. You going at Clark Griswold over yonder? Yeah, yeah, I am. I I got on my roof the other night because like I put a strand up there. This is the kind of stuff that drives me nuts. I hate Christmas lights. I have the biggest. Over half my lights were bad this year. It drives me nuts when like you strand them out like they work. You plug them in. You're like, oh, it works. Well, it's all wrapped up, but you don't realize only half the strand lit up. But in your hand, when it was all wrapped up, it looked like the whole thing lit up. So like I put them on my roof and shit. I'm on the roof on the edge and like get them hung, and I get back down and only half of it's lit up. And I'm like, oh, you mother scratcher. So then I found a strand that matched it where only half of it was working. So I used that half and I doubled them. Well, then when I got down, the other half of that strand started working. And I'm like, so late last night, before, no, I think it was the night before, I got up there to get that strand that was working, that I didn't need because I was going to use it somewhere else. And it wasn't working again. So I'm like, I would get them strewed out and it would be like two female ends. And I'm like, oh my God. I was going nuts. Oh, you got a hitchhiker, Dan? Yeah, Dan's got a sweet hit. That hitchhiker setup looks really nice. I have a Uni Gregory Zigzag rope wrench, wanting the Rope Runner Pro or Bulldog. Akimbo is just so expensive. Yeah, I know. All of them are so expensive. I tell you what everybody sleeps on it, but I've for the most part I've seen people that have the ability to climb on anything, and a lot of them choose the Unisender. So with the mods that you can put with the Unicenter, that would probably be my next one, if not the Bulldog Bone. That's the other one that I really like because it's compact. It's just looks. I enjoy the look of it. Like the weird, the Rope Runner isn't doesn't look as tough for some reason as the Bulldog Bone. I don't know why that is. And the Akimbo. looks like a damn Pepsi sign. So I don't. It doesn't look tough at all. So I don't know. I can't believe it lasted 1 year. Dang. And it messed up. Oh, well, if anybody has the link, let me know. Everyone, what did I miss? What's up, Steve? Yes. I'm not a fan of my wife loves it. Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. So let her go crazy. Yep. I got the rope runner this year as well, so I can try different stuff. That's cool. Oh, you killed me yet. My all gear cherry bomb 11-2. See, okay, it's 11-2. Okay. Come tomorrow. Thanks for the suggestion, man. Cool, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, cause I was wondering if I thought it was 11-5, and maybe it was always 11-2. But I'm kind of feeling like my original cherry bomb that I had was 11-5. But this new one did seem smaller, a little skinnier, a little stiffer. But it's starting to break in real nice after a couple climbs. You still got 20 quarts? Dang. Someone new here. What saddle do you use? Um, well, here, Matthew, I'll show you. We ain't doing nothing important. I got it sitting here. You're in luck, actually, because normal cases, I would not have it even in here, so. You can stare at my big steel sign that my cousin gave me. I need to light that thing up. Put some LED lights behind it. I have one over there that I can mount on the back side of it, and just I could build a frame if I wanted to hang. I actually wanted to hang it outside, so when you come up to the shed, it would be all lit up. But I never got the chance, and I moved in, and I just slid it there, and it's got covered up now. But yeah. Here is what I climb on. I climb. These are right here are my suspenders. They are AWPs. I bought these from Lowe's for $14. They are a single strap on the back. They go up. This thing ended up breaking on me. It kind of got weak, but I sewed it back together myself and stiffened it up. They are ridiculously comfortable. They're double strapped on the front, but single on the back, and then it spreads out really high up on your shoulders instead of spreading in the middle of your back with some of them or having the double strap. But this is a Weaver Cougar. It runs a webbed bridge. So here's that webbed bridge I was talking. Hang on, let me try to get that right in the camera. That webbed bridge I was talking about to you guys. And you see that red that's on there, the cross hatching. Well, that's how you tell when it's worn out. This stuff wears off. And I have used this for so long, and because I only clip into this, I think it's so incredibly like friendly to this that it never wears out. Um, but yeah, I always clip into my DMM ring. So when I got the saddle, I took this off, which was a ridiculous pain. And that's actually where I learned girth hitching things, because I never knew that before. And that's how this thing is put on. It's real trippy, but I also run a carrot tool that's hidden there. And then this is the side where I clip my handsaw on. But this is usually where I put my speedline straps, my redirects. I run this Buckingham adjustable lanyard on a Rock Exotica lanyard. It's very old. I should probably get a new one of these days. But that's pretty much it, man. That's what I run. Um, yeah, that's what I use. And this is what's nice about this. It actually has these rubber grommets right here that like stop you from hitting where the girth hitch is at or hitting this metal ring here. So you can actually, if you didn't want the movement back and forth here, you can take these, which is real nice. I never really did it, but you can take these and move them out, and they're really snug. So I could keep it to where it's always right there if I wanted to. You know, pull the other one here. You got to do them. They're so snug, you have to do them one at a time. Dang, I never move these, I don't think. But yeah. So if I wanted to keep it right there and not have it moving all over the place, I could just move them rubbers there and then I'd clip in. So I didn't like how most of my devices, when I clip in onto this, the device would be sideways. So that was another big reason for going with this, because when I took this and put it sideways, that allowed all my devices to be straight. So having a connection point a lot of times on your bridge can be more than just a spot to connect. It can align your whole climbing system. So it's never really good to go like carabiner on carabiner, you know, kind of stuff. So that's another reason why I went with this, because most of my devices, if I clip them in here, they're straight. If they're clipped in, you know, around this way. But if I had to clip them onto this, when I clipped them in, they were always kind of cockeyed. And it just ran everything weird. But yeah, that's basically it, man. And I wish Recoil would send me my lanyard so I could tell everybody to buy one of these. But like, you should buy one. It's probably the best lanyard I've ever used, except for mine had like rotten thread here. I had to fix it. But yeah, I run this for a lanyard, the full reach, and I run a Delta on the end because it actually gives me. Let me show you something. Since you're new to climbing, on on most saddles, man. Let me show you a little trick. On most saddles, they got these things, okay? Right here. So, if you need something to you know, a lot of guys will buy these to hook their saw onto, or they'll buy that expensive transporter from Rock Exotica. Those things are really expensive. This is the way I hang my saw up, and I pick my saw up and hang it up very quickly. I use these things. On this side, I left it because I'm right-handed, so I want my chainsaw on the right side, and I want my lanyard on the left side. That way my saw's not always in my lanyard rope cutting it up. But I run a Delta on the back clip because it gives me those three corners to hang it up in. And on the side where the saw's at, I broke the bridge, that little pin bridge off there. So now it's just real easy to hang the saw. Pop it off and hang it up. It's really quick. And the weight of the saw keeps it in there. I've maybe once or twice ever had my saw come out. So, and that's why it's hooked with a landing. But it's usually when I'm like crawling around through something stupid. So I got really far behind on comments, I imagine. So, see if we can catch up. Y'all have a fellow season very. You too, Dan. Calling for rain Thursday and Friday here. Ah, man, I need like things to change, get better. This is getting crazy. The weather sucks. Billy rain here the weekend too. Dang. Yep. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cold weather. No fun. There's this weird little knife, like kukri, that I made out of a piece of wood one time when I was bored. For some reason, I really dug this piece of wood. I'm sure something happened, and I had it for a reason, but I can't remember anymore. Um, how about you? About her any snow and cool looking tattoo and brothers? So I'm hoping, Mr. Bryant. I can't remember your first name, buddy. I'm sorry, Matthew, maybe. I can't remember anything. We had a foot, and it's melting slowly now. Yeah, we had our snow. My neighbor still got some on his roof, which is crazy. His roof must never see like sun. But ours has been dried up for a little while. It's just been cold, nasty, and of course I had to get sick at the worst time when I need to be up. Ah, whatever. It is what it is. Figure it out, just like I do everything else. The knife is sweet and great tips about the harness. Oh, right on, cool. Yeah, hopefully that answered his question. I'm sure most of you guys knew that stuff. There's a lot of little weird tricks that I don't think of, and I feel like I should make them in their own videos, make a bunch of shorts on like stuff like that, like hanging the saw up, because that's such like 90% of saddles all have those, maybe even higher than that. But yeah. So instead of going to have to buy something, you can easily just do that. Why not? But I think somebody was telling me, I don't know who it was in the comments, was telling me. I think he said he was talking about the welder, and I think he told me my welder's a TIG, but it's not. It says flux welder really big on it, and it takes flux wires. So I just guessed that it was flux. I don't know. In the box I took it out of too, but yeah, I do my crappy welds out there with it, but it gets it done. Look how simple this thing is. Just knowing other people's tricks and tips is great knowledge, regardless if you put them into practice. Yeah, yeah, because I mean, you may use it just out of the blue as a good trick, but you may not need it at the time. Yeah, okay. So this little welder right here is so sweet. I think it was like a $150. All I think all together, maybe I got like 160 into it. Maybe more than that, because I got like one of them shields that flips down, and it's like normal, but it's got a battery in the lens. So like when you start welding, it goes black. I thought I got a junk one. This is what's funny, because I don't know nothing about welding, and I bought it, and I'm like, I was gonna start welding, and I tried everything. Like I banged on it, and like I turned stuff, and I did all this weird stuff, and like I I couldn't figure it out. Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, I'm like, hang on. I went and bought this nice, fancy. It's even got cool flames on it, you know? I felt like this has got to be good. And so I'm like stressing because I got a bunch of welding I need to do. And let me see if it'll show for you guys. Yeah, you can see through that. See? Can you see me? I don't even know. I don't know what you're looking at, but yeah, right here. But this thing goes inside there. It's got like these little. Anybody that welds probably already knows this. You see those little knobs in there? Well, apparently that powers it. So as soon as it sees a spark, this goes from being green and really easy to like see through to black. And I didn't know that. And so I'm like stressing and I needed to weld. So of course I ended up picking this back up and I'm doing this. One hand holding it with the other hand. Look how crappy this thing is. How much stuff it got all over it. But and then I'm like, what the hell? So when I picked it back up, After I just welded, I picked it back up and it was black. I guess it had seen the sparks and it had turned black and hadn't went back to the normal. So I'm like, oh, it works. And all of a sudden it blinked off again. And I'm like, what? And I was so scared to do that initial spark because like I burnt my eyes before pretty good. And I didn't want to do that. And like that first spark to do it and look at it so that I could know if it even worked was so scary. And that's how I found out that those have automatic flips on them because I know nothing about welding. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet welder. I bought some gloves. I bought like, definitely need this tool. Um, this thing's sweet. So for cutting the wire and stuff, and definitely need that tool for the slag and stuff like that. And then the best thing though, like no joke, the coolest thing is this. Because like it's this crazy magnet that sticks from all sides and it's perfect. Like if you needed to weld another piece of metal straight onto this one, like make a right angle, you can just put this here and it'll hold your piece of metal straight, like in the perfect angle. And if you wanted more of an angle, you could like tip this side, put something underneath this end, and get more of an angle and get the angle you want. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's really made a lot of the welding for me really easy. Like at first I was trying to weld only like holding that thing with one hand and trying to weld and like I was not good at it. And I figured the way it works, like probably the best idea to do with it is like pretend like it's stick welding and go in a little like back and forth motion, almost little circles. But and that ended up working. But it's really tricky because the adjustments aren't the greatest. It has like max or minimum, on, off, and then it's got 1 to 10 on the wire feed speed. So you just drop the wire in the pop top up, drop the wire into there. You got to run it through this little thing. It pinches it, but I'm sure I'm about out of wire too. But I would have never thought that thing would be very useful. Um, I wouldn't think it would be as useful. Like it's done things that I would have never guessed. It blows my mind actually. It's too cheap, like for what it can do. All right, we'll go back up and get you more comments. You're right about that. It's probably a MIG welder. It says flux on it right there. Let me show you something. So, this cart, this tip actually is designed, I think, for gas. But see, this is flux wire. It's got the gas built into it. So I don't need gas. All I need is electric. So, man, this thing gonna be such a pain. Come. I hate trying to get this top on here. Ah. So, yeah, it says flux wire on it too. It's a flux welder. It says it real big right there. It's a 125 amp flux wire welder. The wire type is flux core. Material code. Welding current type AC. Welding type FCAW. And then it tells you like your gauges and your thicknesses. And like what's recommended wire speed for that. I never looked at any of this. I just really 1.5. I really should pay attention to this. I didn't even look at this. If I'm being honest, I don't even know if I ever knew that was there. I damn sure didn't read it. And I probably should have. But that's just me. I just get on stuff. It's not always the best idea. You come in half cocked. It was me that said something about Tig on my machine. On my no. This was in like a comment on the video afterwards. Um, it was a long, pretty long comment actually. Auto darkening. Yeah, Billy, you're right. Anything with fire is more better. 100% more better. Sometimes when you see other things that people do, you just put it in the back of your head. Yep, for later, even if I've learned some. Yep, yeah, Steve. That's kind of the best approach in life. Like doing some things, like you know, just to be nice or to help someone may help you in the long run because like you may learn something in the process. But I don't know, everybody's always so like blinders on, concerned with themselves and nothing else anymore. It's kind of weird. I'm not the biggest fan. As long as you keep welding, it will stay dark. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I see. I had no clue though, dude. That's crazy to me. Like, I, I don't know. I don't know. I felt so dumb afterwards too, because I'm like, I'm sure everyone else knows this. The higher the duty cycle on the welder, the better. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I know I just taught myself how to make it work and like weld with it. And I'm sure I'm probably not doing it right, but like, I don't have like my welds don't break or nothing, so it gets it done. I definitely wouldn't start like a welding business with it, but for somebody who only needs to weld something every once in a while, it's pretty cool to have. And definitely worth the money. Best way to learn is to do it for sure. Yep. Karma's a real thing. Don't feel dumb, bro. You're out there doing it. And that's all that matters. I was doing cycle as a general thing. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I just don't know. I was looking to see what that word that would be. Is that like the amperage on it or something? Because like I said, I know nothing about welders. Like I didn't really, I stick welded when I was a kid. Um, I think I like welded a grind rail in my material and processing class when I was a kid in high school. But that's all I did. I didn't do anything other than that. So I don't have all kinds of welding skills, but I get it done. I get her done. Definitely ain't doing nothing pretty though. Yeah, Billy, I was pretty rough at it at first, and I think welding is just in general is not it's not a rush thing. Like a little extra time will save you so much time in the long run and being steady handed. So I got pretty good at that when I was doing it in school though, messing around with it. And like I said, I don't know if you guys heard me in the beginning. I am really digging that little um, battery powered saw now. That thing is sweet now that this is off. To be able to run it back bar is so nice. I've been thinking about taking it back in the tree with me because like I have the hoster where it goes in. So like I got the hoster, it just drops in like that, and then this little strap here goes over the top. and locks it in. And I can hook this like on my, I guess, on my belt through those loops. But I should put a carabiner. And then it's got a leg strap for the bottom. So I can wrap that part around my leg. And it just sits right on the side of my leg. But the problem is like it's designed, I think, for right. But that's where my chainsaw's at. So like I need it left leg. But I guess that's okay if it's left leg over here like this. I can always reach and grab right-handed and pull it out. But see, this thing's hidden. It's hard to get to. When it's on this side, it's really easy to reach down and like you could put a carabiner on this, so you could grab it easy. But pop it up, and this thing, like I said, is pretty sweet with this top piece off. Now if that's gone, to be able to back bar on stuff and cut from all directions, it's so nice. I've been digging it. I need to like really work with it one day and try it, see what I can do. It's really cool though. Here's that thing that came off of it. It sucked having that there. I always wanted to reach down and grab it and lift it up. And I feel like those things are a bad idea because it's designed, it's like laying on the back here, like over the top of this. I think it's like it would give people a false sense of like being able to put their hand on it and press down on it. That's like instantly the first thing I thought, like, why would you even, is this what it look like? What's up, yes. Okay. Got this big stupid thing on it. It's set way out here like that. And every time you cut, it lifted up by the branch. This side, it wasn't as deep, so it would only cover a little bit of the bar. But the back side, it covered like over half the bar. And sometimes it would get in the way. So, yeah, you can just easily pop that little screw out. And that's it. So I'm really digging it. What's cool about these is they're right hand and left hand. I also have the hedge trimmers. Those things have worked for a long time. These things, they come with this weird hedge one. Like, I don't even know what that thing is, but it moves. I think this is for like trimming the edge of the grass or something. Doing edging. But it's weird. But the little hedge trimmer end works really good. And I have trimmed so many hedges with that thing. It's crazy. And it just keeps on working. Keeps on working. It blows my mind. Yeah, check this thing. This thing's kind of getting old. It's like 3 years. So you have to, all these little battery powered things have this safety thing where you have to like push up on it for it'll work. There's a delay. But yeah, I think you get like 90 minutes or more is what I got out of a single battery charge. And it's just a good little tool. I keep the gears cleaned on it and try to every once in a while grease these, oil these blades. But I think that's probably why it's lasted so long. So I just try to take care of it as much as I can. I still have not figured out how to put this damn thing like into this. This is the worst design for holding this thing. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a Velcro strap and then nothing. Like, I feel like something else should be on here. Is it supposed to like fit in there? Maybe it is. Let me pop this out. 20 years into having it, I'm like, maybe this is what it is. Let's see. Fits pretty nice in there. Yep, fits pretty nice. Let's go with that. And then this is where the battery goes. Sweet. Yeah, that thing's gonna fall out. That's not good. Where's it supposed to go? That's why I always put it here. Because as soon as you go to walk with it in your hand, it drops down on the damn concrete. Let's see. If I took this jeez, I can't even get that around that. I am struggling. Yeah. Not farting around. It's under control. So, I feel like if I put that bungee on there. It wasn't even on there originally. So, Steel, you messed up. You like botched it on the like packaging and like the storage of this tool. Not good. No good. I can't figure it out. It took me forever. I had to like add something to it just so that when I'm walking with it, it doesn't fall out. So I put that bungee on there. But yeah, another good little tool. I'm just looking around for stupid stuff to talk about. Let me get your book on. The grinder and paint will make any well look. That's how I feel. I mean, after it's ground, it looks really nice. So say 50% duty cycle would give you 100% of the amperage for. Oh, cool. Okay. Huh. I'm sure these have a very small or low number because they're just. It is what it is. I got this wild little trash can when my wife's grandma passed away. I had to clear out the house for them. And I got the weirdest little, like, pail with a trash can lid. Look at this thing. What the hell is this thing? See that? It's so weird. I got these little loops made to go where the lid's at. But it's so hard to get past the lid. Oh, what the heck? It's a ton of roses. I never looked in it. It was outside, so I just kind of figured it didn't have anything in it. Huh. I guess we'll keep them roses in there for now. But yeah, such a cool little. I don't even know what I would use that for, but I mean, what is it for? Why would they? What was this made for? Like ashes or? I don't get it. I have this brand new router table I haven't even put together. I think I've had it for a couple years. One day I'll get to it. Guys, I think I'm about to end this. I don't know how much more I got in me. He says, bro, as long as you're not serious beats, it's no worry. Yeah, I've done some serious ones, but it just takes some going over. It takes a long time to do anything big, but it takes probably twice as long as it should. I tried one of those Sawzalls last Monday. Customer had one and said I should get one to replace my Silky. They were great. Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought because like when I pointed, are you talking about the Sawzall over there? Yeah, don't use a sawzall in a tree. But if you're talking about the little chainsaw, it's definitely cool. I tried one of them. You probably meant those small saws, probably. Okay, because it says saws. But yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, Steve. Those will make some fingertips go away. Yeah, they will. Hey, Greg, what's up, man? What is up? Cool. Homemade cheddar broccoli and ham soup. Damn, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. I keep saying it in my head. Nice weather, huh? Right on, Greg. Lucky girl. I just finished McDonald's. That's what I had last night. That was last night, Steve. That's funny. Me too. Buck and Billy Ray got a live going on now, too. Oh, shit. Okay. Right on. Warm here in Florida with the. Why? That figures. Like, I purposely tried to set these for times where like I knew Buckin did like Sunday. I knew August would do Mondays and stuff sometimes, and somebody else did a Monday. So whatever. It is what it is. But I don't see the need going at the same time as another tree guy because he kind of makes people forced to choose, and I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Buckin though. When I start to feel down, like that dude's so good to watch. His attitude's so just positive, so I dig it. But I'm powder had a BBQ backstrap. Dang, nothing beats a quarter pound when you're hungry. That's funny. Red 45 here today. You know what goes good with venison, Billy? That's awesome. Everything. You have a great night, Mike. Take care. Better. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Right on. You too, Ground Pounder. Greg been showing us no enjoying Thanksgiving, everyone. You too, Billy. Steve, we've been lucky here. Happy Thanksgiving, Ground Pounder. Yeah, Ground Pounder. Have a good one, buddy. Motorcycle Tech. What's up, Steelborn? Happy Tuesday. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Dude, I get it. Like, I'm pretty good at deciphering that. But, like, I'm like, no, Steve wouldn't. I don't think Steve, unless he's razzing me, would be talking about using a sawzall in a tree. Because on the other side of that bucket that I was just showing you was a sawzall. So I'm like, how do you even see that? It's like dark over there. I just thought you had really good eyes. August don't hardly go live. Right on. Yeah, Billy, I think maybe it was Billy that would go Sundays and Mondays sometimes. There's somebody I don't even remember anymore. I know I did it for a reason. I put it on Tuesday just to kind of make sure that I was not stepping on another channel's toes because like I would I realized like I would do live feeds and I'd only get a couple people for the whole thing, or I would sometimes I wouldn't get any, and I'd realize I'm like Buckin's got a live feed going on right now, or August's got a live feed going on, and I get it. I mean, then, like I said, you're making people have to force which one. You can always go back and watch it, but it kind of sucks when you can't interact when you want to. Bad thumbs here. Right on, ground pounder. You the man. All right. Um, Motorcycle Tech. Thanks for swinging by, Steve, Billy, um, Greg. You're the man. Um, guys, ground pounder. You guys are awesome. I will catch you guys very soon. I have a video I'm working on. You remember the tree where it was like falling apart at the base? Like literally falling apart? Well, I took that down. And it's like the one that was crumbling. And I took ivy and stuff off of it. And a big dead section. The tree had got so dead, the center, the hardwood, the solid wood to the tree was so dead that it had rotted out and took a cambium layer also because of the ivy smothering and killing it. So the tree actually, from about almost 6 foot up on a section of limb that forked out, went to the left, it grew new roots from after the collar, like where the collar's at on the bottom side. The whole bottom's rotted out below it. Everything's right. So it grew new roots out of the cambium layer down the side of the trunk into the ground to get what it needed. Like it knew that the rest of the tree was so messed up for it to live, it had to like sprout new roots almost. And I've never seen anything like it. It's pretty amazing. So I show that, and yeah, we rig over top of a fence and stuff. So it's a pretty good one. I'll get it going and get it out for you guys soon. You guys, thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Stay safe.